deafening inside Minute Maid Park. Close to 43,000 on their feet as Carlos Beltran in a scoreless game leads off the bottom of the ninth inning against Jason Isringhausen. 2-0. Not only can Beltran burn you with a long ball, and in this game with one swing of the bat, if he reaches, he will be off to the races. Lined into right center field. Over to cut it off is Walker. Beltran will stop with a leadoff base hit and the winning run aboard. Ball one high to Bagwell.
You were with us last night. We had Brad Ausmus wired and was talking to Andy Pettit on the bench about this situation, asking one of your middle-of-the-lineup RBI guys to put down a bunt late in the game. Bagwell showing no signs of bunt.
Well, Isringhausen, talk about a tough predicament. Trying to keep your attention on the hitter, but you know who's standing over your left shoulder.
Isringhausen can rush it up there, but he's very, very slow to the plate, and one of his best pitches is a very tough-to-handle, hard-breaking ball.
Bagwell has had terrific success against Isringhausen. 5 hits and 15 at-bats with a home run.
You don't think managers' wives are superstitious? Carol Garner there wearing the same shirt she had on last night.
Popped up a mile high. Up around the rafters here at the ballpark, and it gets off the rafters. And Matheny can't get to it. It's a foul ball. Doesn't even matter if they caught it in foul territory. It's a foul ball. That was a big play during the division series.
Ball hits the roof in foul territory. It's immediately a dead ball. Doesn't matter where it lands. Doesn't matter if you catch it or not. However, if it hits the roof in fair territory, it is in play. It can be caught, and where it strikes the ground determines whether it's fair or foul.
1-1 the count on Jeff Bagwell. And another throw will send Beltran back to the bag.
Matheny was standing there at home plate, wondering if that old rule really stands true. What goes up must come down. He was waiting for it forever.
The Cardinals won the first 2 games of this National League Championship Series, scoring 16 runs to jump out 2 games to none. But the Astros came back here where they had won 19 of their last 20. They won the first 2. And a chance to win the final game in this park during this league championship series here in the bottom of the ninth.
And I like this decision, Bob, about letting your franchise player, one of the original killer bees, go up there and hack in this situation. You're not asking him to bunt.
There goes Beltran. And it's popped up and out of play first base side. They would have had no chance to throw out Beltran.
Even on the pickoff attempt on the pitch before, Beltran was on his way back to first base before Isringhausen even turned around. He's obviously getting a very, very good read. You see the jump he gets over there at first base. Isringhausen taking a little extra time to unwind and deliver that ball to the plate. They would have had no chance to get him at second.
Told you a perfect 28 of 28 since coming to Houston. Not running this time, and Bagwell again pops it up and out of play.
We told you earlier in the series that Kevin McReynolds is the only guy to have 20-plus stolen bases on one team and not get thrown out. Did that for the '86 Mets. Straight for that guy.
There he goes. And a fly ball lifted into right center field. Edmonds waving off Walker. He's got it. With Bagwell really never giving Beltran a chance to steal second base in that at-bat.
Is there any discussion there as to in what count or in what situation they may pitch out?
There could have possibly been. I'm sure that Tony and his staff have all the numbers down there, what counts Beltran has run in the past.
Not going on a pitch, and Berkman chases one around his neck. And Isringhausen, a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Berkman 0 for 2 today.
We know Berkman's a guy that hits the ball to all fields. Reggie Sanders shaded well over into left center field, almost at the edge of that scoreboard. A lot of room down the left field line and then straight away left.
A bonus strike to Lance Berkman. Beltran goes, and it's fouled back out of play.
They won't let him steal it.
He ran twice in the at-bat with Bagwell at the plate, and he swung at both pitches.
Well, you could understand swinging at the two-strike pitch. As a hitter, you've got to protect. You can't worry about letting that runner steal a base if you have 2 strikes on you. But so far in this inning, the Astros hitters have done a better job of keeping Beltran on first than the Cardinal pitcher has.
Berkman with 3 home runs and 8 runs batted in the first 4 games of this league championship series, behind in the count 1-2. Time is called.
That's a designated sign that comes from the bench from Tony La Russa. He will call throws over to first base. He'll call slide steps. He'll call pitch outs, and occasionally they will call that one. Just come to your set position and hold the ball. See if you can get that runner to make some kind of a jump over there at first base.
Since the league championship series went to a best-of-7 format in 1985, 11 series have been tied 2-2 after 4 games. The winner of Game 5 went on to win the series 9 of 11. There he goes. And a breaking ball, easily stealing second is Beltran.
No throw.
Now do you walk Berkman with a 2-strike count?
I think you have to.
Yep, they're going to do it.
Well, this accomplishes a couple of different things. Obviously sets up a double play. We mentioned Jeff Kent is prone to hitting into the double play. And also with the defense that the Cardinals figure to have with Kent at the plate, Tony Womack will be very close to second base, holding Beltran, because he'll take off and steal third if you don't keep an eye on him.
If you're looking for an advantage to the Astros, Kent, always a very proud player, doesn't like it when you walk people in front of him, takes it personally, and I think he can be zoned in a little bit better as a hitter, knowing that they just walked a guy in front of him.
Of course, they intentionally walked Berkman in front of Kent in the 7th inning here last night, but then Kent got hit on the leg with an 0-2 pitch by Julian Tamares.
Now a meeting at the mound between Mike Matheny, Jason Isringhausen, and Tony Womack coming in from second base. Generally, when you see a middle infielder come in like this, it's to change the signs or make sure everybody knows what set of signs you're going to use.
Take a look at that. Of the 42 bases that Beltran stole this season, 16 of 16 stealing third.
Womack's going to pay a lot of attention to him.
Well, I think that's a safe thing to do with Kent at the plate. He rarely hits the ball the right side.
Kent waits. In the air, we go to St. Louis with Houston in front 3-2. blast off the bat of Jeff Kent after they walked Lance Berkman in front of him. First time an LCS game has ended on a walk-off home run since Lenny Dykstra did it to the Houston Astros in 1986. Let's send it downstairs to Josh Lewin.
Deafening down here on the field. Jeff, they walked Lance Berkman and pitched to you. First one, bam, there it goes.
Well, we've been struggling to get offense all day, both teams. Both teams know how to hit. The pitching just shut us down all day long, and to finally come up with a hit is big.
These fans have been chanting, I believe, all game. Seems like you guys believe, too.
Well, you have to if you play baseball. Those boys over there are a great ball club, and if we want to win this thing, we got to stay in our best game.
What about Brandon Backey tonight? How about that?
Hell of a job. That kid control. He's been able to keep his composure and pitch when we want him to pitch, and he's done a phenomenal job.
Congratulations, Jeff. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right.
The producer of today's game is Jeff Gowen, our director Jim Lynch, our associate producer Carol Langley McDermott, the associate director Ellert Billigmeyer, broadcast associate Zach Fields, technical producer Dan Rotante, our technical director Jeff Butler, our audio mixer Jeff Cohen. The senior producer of Fox Sports is Bill Brown. The executive producers are David Hill and Ed Goin. We are on our way to St. Louis, Missouri, where the Cardinals, after jumping out in front 2-0 at Busch Stadium, are swept 3 in a row in Houston. Game 6 will come your way on Wednesday night right here on Fox. For more information on tonight's game and the latest on Major League Baseball, go to foxsports.com. For Steve Lyons, Bob Brentley, Josh Lewin, and our entire crew, Tom Brenneman saying thanks so much for being with us. Jeannie, Kevin, coming up right after these messages. See you in St. Louis.
You cannot script October, and here's 2 reasons why.
We go to